Computer. All right, guys. So tonight, January 10th, I really just wanted to talk about the 5 conversations you must be having to grow your network marketing business. Okay, and I'm not like getting technical here. I'm actually going to kind of lay away to first, number one, the types of conversations that you're having with yourself. Okay, because this is the most important part, is the mindset that you have around this. And it is so easy to talk yourself out of this than actually talking yourself into it. And we're all going to have ups and downs. Like, I got to tell you, today was a struggle for me. Today was a real struggle for me, but I really anchored in, because I didn't want to go to work today. I was like, man, I just want to do Isagenix full time. I had to check in with myself and realize, well, am I doing the action steps to get there? And that's when I took some bold action. Carly's word this year is boldness, right? I took some bold action and I was like, I'm going to send some voice notes on my lunch break. It took me 20 minutes, 20 freaking minutes. I'm scrolling for 20 minutes sometimes. That's not making me money. So I just was like, I got to get out of my own way. So number one, the first conversation is the conversation you're having with yourself, setting your expectations. And that's why I had you guys fill out the 30-day action plan so that I could really see, where are you at? What are your goals? And so that I can best support you. All right. If you're doing the 6-week plan, it's the same thing, but it's really important to have that map to kind of guide you. So when the time comes that you're not seeing the income that you're wanting, or, whatever you're trying to achieve here, you can look back and be like, am I taking the actionable steps to what I agreed on? And like just checking in, being real, because you're not going to get fired. This is just giving you an opportunity to get better, which is amazing. And so that's when you got to focus on your IPAs, and who's holding you accountable, right? I think a lot of us, because we're a smaller group, where we have like some good accountability. But if you're really vibing and wanting to connect with an individual person, just reach out and be like, hey, do you want to be accountability buddies and check in every Monday? Right? You can do that as well. Just do what you can to make sure that you're staying on track every single day, right? If you can only do 5 days a week with this, if you can only do 3 days a week with it, it just matters on the days that you're committing to, if that makes sense. Like for me, I'm doing 6 days a week. That's me. Okay. Sundays is my family day. Okay. It's a non-negotiable. So you make it work for you. And also getting to know like your self-care routine. Because like Mara said, like you've got to put your oxygen mask on first. So how are you showing up? Like Emily said, like your frequency. I mean, you can be at a low vibing frequency and you can be reaching out to all these people, but they're not going to be attracted to it because they can feel it, especially when you're setting a VM. So just really get in tune with what are you committed to bettering yourself. Like what are the daily habits, even if it's 10 minutes a day to work on yourself, and make it super fun. Sometimes I heard this thing because I love my Peloton bike, right? And I ride with this lady called Robin. She's amazing. She's a Puerto Rican lady from Bronx. I love her. And she goes on about how sometimes self-care isn't bubble baths and wine. Sometimes self-care is setting boundaries. So what type of boundaries do you need in your life so that you can be activated at your highest level this year and moving forward, right? Number 2, the conversations you need to have around your energy, with what I'm referring to as what drains you or what gives you energy. And so there's going to be tasks. Like for me personally, what drains me in this business is kind of like the admin work, or like planning content, or, the emails and all like the data stuff, like that drains me. What gives me energy is, even though it scares the shit out of me, is going live, because I get energized by it. For some reason, the endorphins or something and the nervousness just helps me kind of push, and I feel good afterwards. Connecting with really cool women, like women of high frequency, of the same vision, like I connect with that gives me life. Creating reels, like it's funny, planning content annoys me, but then when I'm actually making the reels and been fun and silly, I get into it and I laugh at myself. So that's fun. And then enrolling in rank advancing, because I always get hyped up after enrolling somebody and then helping you ladies enroll people in rank advance, that gives me life too, right? Because we're all winning together. So those are the things, right? So what I'm saying is that focus sometimes on the things that drain you first. I know that kind of like contradicts everything, but focus on those things that you don't necessarily want to do, so you can get them out the way, so that you have more time to do the things that give you more joy and creativity and fun. Just get them out the way and incentivize yourself. I'm going to send 10 reach outs, and then afterwards I'm going to take a nap for 10 minutes. I don't know, whatever it is that incentivizes you to get it done. Okay. And also, like, people, guys, like, just say you have a network and you hang out with 10 people and they're not in this space where they're talking about where we're going in 5 years and growth and how am I bettering my health. Like, they're talking about what happened last week and the gossip and did you hear, and you know, the latest, just all the stuff that is like right? Like, when you get into this space, you kind of like start like blocking off that because it just doesn't align with you anymore. So just say you have 10 people in your circle that are like that, like more negative Nancy's, but then you only have 5 people in your circle that are of like a growth mindset. That ratio can sometimes really like overhaul those other 5. So it's really important. I'm not saying friends or family to block them out completely. No, I don't want you to do that. I'm not telling you what to do. But if you're in that situation, which I definitely have been, it's really important that you just go out and start connecting and networking with other high-fiving people then, so that you balance out the ratio, if that makes sense. So it's not saying like, see you later, mum, bye, never going to talk to you again. Hell no. I mean, of course we're not going to do that. But just, you know, making sure that you're filling your inner circle with some good vibes so that it's at a better balance. Right? Because especially when you're growing this, people are going to be like, that's not going to happen. You're in the pyramid scheme. You're going to get fucked over. Like, you know, all this stuff. And if you're not strong enough mentally, you're going to believe that. Seriously, like, soon enough, you're going to be, oh, you're going to start questioning. So it's really important that you build this solidly. And that takes time, especially in a new industry like this. And then appreciate your vision board. If you've got a vision board in place, appreciate the hell out of it and have gratitude and embody it as if it's already happening for you. If you see a certain style that how you want to dress like it now. Doesn't matter. I even had to overcome some things with my body image about even getting on the stage last weekend. But I was like, I must show up as her now. I must show up as her now, regardless, right? And also audio boards. I know this sounds crazy, but like, almost do like an audio note to yourself about talking about who you are in 5 years from now, type of thing, but in the present tense, and listen to it every day. Yeah. And then the other conversation you need to be having is with your inner circle. So that's us, your family, your team, your friendship circles. Really communicate to your significant other or your close friend or your family members, whoever you live with, that you're doing this, and this is what I'm going to be doing. These are the days and times I'm going to be committing to. I really found this helpful in this ideal week part here. Like for Monday, I put 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. I said 15 to 20 minutes of direct messages, which I did today, and then 7 p.m. team call, but just kind of putting it in there, what I'm going to be committed to doing, right? And so letting your family members and inner circle know that's what you're doing, so everybody's on the same page. I did for years not telling Matt what I was doing, and I don't know why. It's almost like, I don't understand why. But then he would be like left in the woods and he's like, hello, you're not talking to me. And I'm like, I'm hustling, I'm busy. He's like, but I don't know what you're doing. So I make him really a part of this stuff now. I let him know what I'm doing. We do our 5 a.m. walks now to make time. And I tell him what I'm doing. And it's actually helping me because he's giving me some ideas. So I think that was just a me thing. And then the last conversation is the conversations you're having with your prospects. You know, getting really, really clear. Are they legit or are they just suspects? Because what I mean by that is what we have is solid gold. All right. And when we're reaching out to people, asking them to take a look, I did a range of different voice messages, but if they're open to taking a look at just say the Salutoir video, be like, you know, great. When are you able to watch it in the next 2 days or so? Is X day on this day good for you? I'll follow up then. We want to make sure that they're legit, or are they just saying yes because they don't want you to keep nagging them? Or they don't want to say no to you because you feel bad. What we have is solid gold, so don't just give it away. Don't just give it away for free. Like really get legit. Like this is a legit business. This isn't a hobby. So just be mindful. But also when you're having these conversations with your new friends, right? Friends that turn family. That's how it always is in network marketing. Okay. Then I just got sidetracked. Sorry, my bad. Then it's really important that you're building that relationship within these new people that are coming in, right? The conversations you're having. Be really intentional. Be really intentional with this. If you're just going out and you're like, yeah, I sent 15 voice messages today, but there's no intention but behind following up with them or actually wanting to get to know them, then to be quite frank, you're kind of wasting your time and your energy. Because it's got to be a full circle thing here. You got to be really intentional. Okay, these people aren't numbers, they're people. I know everybody on here doesn't feel that way, but I just have to say that because a lot of people do act like that sometimes. In terms of giving an example of a voice message you sent today, absolutely. I can do one. Would you like to hear like how I would invite somebody to a webinar? Or yeah, a webinar, or just how would you like it?
Can you do like an example of introducing, I mean, the voice messages that you sent today, were they based on Salutoir alone, or were they like a combination of different like products as well?
Yeah, I love that. So the ones that I gave examples to, obviously the scripts are Salutoir based, but the ones that I did with voice messages, you could change it up and make it about the collagen. You could change it up and make it about the nutrition. You know, you could be like, you know, hey, Bobby, I was just thinking about you because last week you were saying how you really wanted to kickstart your health for 2022. Listen, I am so incredibly blessed and happy with the results I've been receiving. I love the nutrition. It's so simple. I would love to share this with you if you're open to it. Are you open? Whatever, right? Like just something like that. But you don't have to, you know, overthink it, but you can definitely plug in different products of what I said. For sure. Easy. You know, I think the Salutoir and the skincare is sometimes, I don't know, in a weird way, I don't know if it's just psychological. I don't know if Mara, like you found that with the people, like it's easier to talk to.
Yeah, because it's less triggering, you know, it's
yeah.
You don't want to offend someone by saying, hey, you want to do a 30-day cleanse, because then they're assuming that you're thinking that maybe they're overweight, which is, you know, the last thing that we need is more judgment between women.
Yeah.
Whether they may feel that way anyway, and they ask you and you're like, actually there's a 30-day cleanse, here are some of the results, if you want to give this something like this a go, there is something, but it's nourishing, it's not, you know, starving yourself, it's actually nourishing your body with more nutrition. But in the meantime, yeah, I found it really easy to talk about the skincare because it's something that I feel like so many people do. It's funny to talk about, like if you've got a partner or a boyfriend or a husband about it too, like you can sort of connect that way. And it's easy to start conversations around it. Like, hey babe, do you actually, I'm popping in here so random. I do apologize. If I'm too forward, please let me know. But I just started a new skincare. It's freaking epic. My skin is glowing. And I just wanted to ask if you actually had a routine. Boom. And just let them answer. So just connecting more directly as well. I feel like it's not offensive to ask someone, hey, do you have a skin routine, rather than, hey, do you want to do a challenge and lose weight? You know what I mean? Which can potentially be triggering to someone that maybe already feels insecure about that. Yeah, it's super easy to connect over it.
One of the things too, guys, a lot of you have done some really good things in your stories. really like, bravo, I'm enjoying your stories. When people are looking at them and you can see the viewers, connect with the people that are looking at your stories and be like, you know, hey, I see that you connected with me on X slide or whatever. Just want to check in, you know, start a conversation if you haven't spoken to them in a long time. Or if there's somebody that you speak to frequently and you haven't asked them, you'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm absolutely loving the eye cream and the serum. Like, my skin is just like beautiful right now, plump and glowing and hydrated. Would love to share this with you if you want to upgrade your skincare.
Also,
Carly,
sorry.
Oh yeah.
Just to add to that as well, with brand new people, you guys get a trial, right? So even though you're already customers, you get a 30-day money back guarantee for trialing out Cellutoir. Do you guys understand how huge that is? It's not your first month when you normally get your money back in your first 30 days. I'm sure you guys have that. We have that here. When we first tried Cellutoir, you could send it back.
I didn't know that.
I would double check on that. But if that is 100%, it was the case here. First time they tried collagen and first time they tried Cellutoir, they gave them, even though you started on a 30-day cleanse, or if you started on collagen and now you're trying Cellutoir, because it's a brand new product, I would double check on that, guys. So please, but in that case, if you are sending voice messages, they're brand new people anyway. That if they're brand new people, they're going to get the first 30-day money back guarantee anyway. Okay, whatever they try. So that's a really good way to go. Holy moly, random reach out. How you been? You know, happy new year. Hey, I'm just doing a trial right now. It's the latest in K-beauty. I'm freaking obsessed already. And I thought, why not share the heck out of this? If other friends of mine can do a trial risk-free, if you didn't like it, enjoy it, and absolutely loved your results, which by the way is like a full blow up, then you can send it back. Not sure if you'd like to try something like this, but I thought of you. It's a super simple system. Let me show you some results. If you wanted to trial this, I would love to do this trial with you. I just started mine 2 days ago. So it's kind of like that excitement. It's a 30-day money back guarantee. It's like, look, you know, I'm going to try and get some more girls to get this glow up. It is a trial. It's 30-day money back. Why not? The science is there. Here are some results. I'm so excited. I thought of you. Why not do this trial with me? So that sort of thing. I think it's so easy. Is that easy to reach out and say something like that?
So easy, easy. And I love like what Carly said, because she resonated, what we have is gold, and you're right. And it's like how you present the opportunity is everything. Like, her girl thought she had to pay a fee to come to our webinar. It was so exclusive. It had an exclusive feel. So it's definitely how you word it, right? Which is pretty amazing. I also think, guys, like what they've done for us in our back office, well, isogenicsbusiness.com, under the Cellutoir toolkit, if you have not checked that out, it's pretty amazing, especially when you click how to share. It's got the exact verbiage that you could use and you could tweak for warm prospects and then cold. One thing I have to say about the cold thing though, Mara, remember when we had Zach come on and he spoke about the word cold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, I don't like to call it cold market. He said, I just want to call it future friends or something. Or I just
friends I haven't made yet. Because sometimes
friends I haven't made yet. Yeah.
In our subconscious, guys, when you think cold prospecting, you think of like the salesman in India that's like reaching out. It's like cold. And like when you think cold, right, you think like, I'm not trying to, but like I have a lot of Indian guys call me, so I just think about that. But then anyway, when you think cold, it's like getting into like an icy cold pool right now in Arizona at this time of year, and you're like, oh, like I don't want to go in there. You're like reluctant, and then you're like sending a voice note like, hi Jill, I thought of you. Like, they're not going to receive it. They're going to be like, and just ignore it probably, or be like, are you okay?
So you want to use the verbiage as well in the future. Sorry, I hope I didn't cut you off, Steph.
That's okay.
That's so funny, by the way.
But going into it with like, sorry, babe. I just want to finish it real quick.
Oh yeah, sorry, go on.
Just going into it, guys. Like, if you don't know who they are, just think, man, this girl's gonna be my friend. this girl is going to be my friend. And I've actually thought that of all of you, the ones that have enrolled with me. Like I was like, I'm going to be friends with these ladies because like they are amazing. So anyway, that's kind of how you change it up so it's not weird, right? So sorry, Mari, go ahead.
No, all good. Sorry, I interrupted you. I was going to add as well, just getting used to the verbiage, and you can add this into your voice messages as well. Everyone's heard of influencers, okay? And everyone has or dreams to be messaged by companies saying, hey, if I sent you a free product, would you promote this? So even getting used to, in your voice messages, adding something at the end like, hey, by the way, and if you do really love it, or if you wanted to share it as well with friends yourself, I could show you how you can create your own personal link that you can then send to your friends. And if they order, you get paid. And it's like an awesome referral bonus. If you start, let's say 2 friends want to order as well, and you get paid anywhere between, $200 and $400. And if that sounds amazing, then literally, you know how those influencers do their thing and whatever, like, but they like probably don't even use the product. At least you're a real person that's having a real authentic experience. And if you wanted to share with the friends instead of bloody Kylie Jenner that gets paid $1 million, then you get paid instead of someone like that. If that's something as well that you sound like the sound of, I'm more than happy to show you. So kind of like adding that in. By the way, there's a way, like if you wanted to share this as well with friends, just like I'm sharing with you now, I can show you how to create your own personal link. So how do we do that? We get them from preferred customer to associate. And then we show them how to create in their managed carts, right? The cart, and then use the IsaLife app to enroll someone. That's how we're going to do it. But I do know you guys had a couple of announcements as well that there will be some added things to the compensation plan. I didn't think, like, we haven't announced anything yet, so I've been keeping it a secret, but something along those lines will be added to our compensation plan that will be 100% fitted for those influencers that don't necessarily want to get in the business of building a network marketing business and residual income, but are happy to do fast transactions by putting their personal link on social media and getting paid based on their sales. So something along those lines is getting added towards us, and you can benefit from both. You can build your business network marketing the way we do it, because we know this is the best way. Come on, long-term residual income, it's the best. But also, if you, let's say, know a lady that's got a salon and she is selling products off her shelves and she wants the same way of selling that without logging into an account and like seeing where to place the person and just can't be bothered with that, then that might be more perfect for them to enroll them into that particular account. Something like this is coming very, very soon. I don't know how soon, to be honest, but I know it's in the next 3 months. Okay. So this is also the time to really look, like all those influencers you've been seeing and you think, oh my God, be a chicken to reach out to them. This is the time to make a list of all the big influencers and actually message them. Not message them yet, but once we launch this, be ready to message some big time influencers from your cities, from your states, from the country, and go, would you be interested to do this? And the payment will be freaking phenomenal. So based on how much they sell per month, they're going to be paid up to 30%.
Wow.
So imagine selling 20 grand worth. What's 30% of that? Oh my God, please someone help me.
That's 300.
Let's say it's 10 grand. Well, actually, no, it's based on
3,000 or 30,000.
3,000. Yeah. So based on the sales, I think it's up to like 20,000. Like if it's about 20,000 or something else. Anyway, it is a lot of money. Starts at like 12% and it grows the more you do. So the more they get paid. But up to 30% is huge. No influencers get that.
No.
I've been messaged heaps and it's like 10% or like $10 off or like 5%. You don't get commissions like that. So it's going to be freaking phenomenal. So get excited about that too, but don't let it take away from what we're doing now. But get used to the verbiage, because very soon you'll be able to actually just not even have to say, hey, I'll have to take you from customer to associate. You just enroll someone as a brand ambassador.
Yep. And also, babe, I wanted to add on to that. You shared this with me, guys. Mara shared this with me, that it's not the same. It'd probably be a little bit different in the actual BV amount. But if we get, just say, a massive blogger in Phoenix, like there's some big time bloggers here in Phoenix, in Vegas, all of that. If we connected with one in their network, they're connected to us, we still get the BV from all the people. And the BV is what builds your residual income, right? That's huge, huge. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there.
Only exciting things are coming. So if you're focused on where you want to go, which I say just keep it so simple, one rank at a time. Consultant next, done. Manager next, let's help 2 people, do a few posts, help those 2 people, speak to everyone that's commented, boom, 2 consultants. Next. Director, 6 people, let's help 6 people do some posts on social media, attend some events, get on some webinars, done. It will be a little bit of work, but man, it's just, once you get, so even for us, the difference between us being paid as executive or not being paid as an executive is around $1,000 a week less. Sometimes even more, because per month you get extra bonuses as well.
Yeah.
Right. So like, it is so worth getting to manager. You guys have seen what Steph is doing. Manager pools an extra. You've got the potential to make an extra $1,500 to $2,000 a month extra
on top.
On top, yeah. Then directors $2,500. It's because you're doing the work. You're actually gonna get those bonuses paid, like those pools, because you're actually building your business. So as long as you're doing what you're doing already, you're gonna be dipping in the pool. So you definitely get the pools. Let's just say that, because if you're working towards manager, working towards director, I'm just
so exciting, guys.
I'm just so excited.
It's like, look at who you've got now and ask. You know what I mean? Like, I remember I was looking back, and Alexis, and she became a customer with me like 2 years ago, and I reached out to her and I says, hey babe, I says, I would love to be partnered with you and actually build this business, because I know what you're trying to do with your personal brand, and you already love the products. I was like, if we connected and locked arms together and we built this as a team, would you be open to, is now a good time for you? And it was a good time, you know, and now she's consultant. It's like very exciting, but it's just like putting it out there, and just, if they say no, that's fine. But just coming from a place like, do you want to do this with me? Because if not, I don't care. I'm doing this with or without you. I just want you to be on the train with me. I want us to win together. So you can get really excited about that. Okay. Does anybody want to add anything else? Otherwise, I got a lot of one-on-ones with you, with all of you this week. Need a book in with Carly. I know that. At least if you ever want to do like something one-on-one with me or Mara, like please, like whatever you need, like we're here for you, because we're all running to what we need. I'm running towards director. I'm one consultant away from hitting director. So it's like, it's huge. And you guys are doing manager or whatever you're at. So we're doing this, guys. And we're as a team. So seriously, I'm so excited for all of us. This is so exciting. So anyway, I will